folks, welcome back to the ABC Journeyman. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here with club number 9 and this is Coventry City. You can see behind me things are continuing to go well after a very slow start to the season. We have picked up momentum and now remain in the playoffs. We have had a little bit of a blip. We've gone through the January transfer window. People have left, people have joined. Let's have a look at it all. Yeah, folks, so we sit 5th. We are just 5 points behind Brentford, who are in 2nd, and we are playing them today away from home. It is going to be tricky because Leo, the player, probably our best player at the club, who has the 2nd highest average rating in the league, is going to be out for this game, and he's going to be missing a few games actually with a medium-term injury. So this is going to be very, very difficult to achieve without him. But we have got another player who we've just bought in who is making some waves. So we've got a couple of our loanees have left. Ramon Arino, the player we had on loan from Leeds, who had a brilliant season with us after, as we said, a slow start. He has left. He only had a 6-month loan. I didn't see that. That one is on me. So slightly embarrassed that we lost him. But as I said, we have found someone and replaced him. And this player that we've replaced him with has started unbelievably well. James Gardner has also left, unfortunately. And you can see here, apparently he wasn't getting enough game time. So I thought he was a really good signing. But we had players who were just doing better. So we were a little bit lightweight on the left side of midfield. So a couple of players of our loanees have left. What about other players? Well, you can see a lot of players have moved in this period. Most of them on loan, most of them young players. But the only player that was a permanent transfer was Mikhail Portugues to the Portuguese club, the one I can never say, Belenenses, possibly, for a very small fee. I don't really mind this. He wasn't really going to do anything for us. Good for him to get his opportunity there. So the 3 players that we have bought in, this is the player that we bought in to replace Arino, and this is a surprise. So we've signed him on loan from Blackpool. Blackpool are 23rd in League One. So you think, well, that's a bit of a dodgy one. But he looks, to me, like a decent player. I'm not quite sure why they're not playing him. Yes, I mean, you look at his technique, it's a little bit on the low side, but actually, he's incredibly fast. He's got really good crossing and dribbling. He is a ready-made winger. And if you look at his form at the start of things with us, so he's played a couple of games. I don't think this game was for us. So slow start in the first game, but he came on in that game. Then we played him against Norwich and Peterborough, and he scored a goal in both of those, assisted at least a goal in both of those, and it's a pretty decent start, you've got to say. And a couple of other signings just to boost us at the back, mainly. Ash Wilding has come in on loan. Pretty pleased with this one. I think he looks a decent enough player. He's on loan from Swansea, and he'll certainly give us a cover all the way. He could do it all the way across the back line. He can also play in the centre if we need him to. But I think looking at his attributes, he looks very much like a centre-back who is exactly the sort of centre-back that we like, because he is someone with height, pace, strength and agility and all of those things. He's the only slight downside. He doesn't quite have the high level of passing that we like from the back, but that is fine. The other player who's come in is Xavier Carlish. Spent a little bit of money here, but I thought this guy looked pretty good. He can play as a ball-winning midfielder in there, so he is going to be able to provide support here. Southern hasn't been getting lots and lots of games, but I think he is someone who could sort of come in and provide some cover there, particularly after Bailey Hodgkiss isn't getting that many games, and Everton are already sort of saying, well, you're not playing him enough, maybe he's going to come back. So that that was done kind of with that in mind, that just so we don't end up a little short back there. But happy with that. Just over £300,000 spent on it. Think he might be all right. So in terms of what's been going on outside of this, you can see here, you saw the 2-0 victory over Bristol City. Really, really good result. And we've done pretty well. We've picked up 4 wins in the league. We have dropped points. We went through a little spell where we weren't scoring goals. That was pretty much where Areno left. So on New Year's Day, we beat Fulham 3-2. Harris and Leo with a brace. Cardiff away from home, a Jim Boyle header like that. And then we played Manchester City. And yes, we lost this, but we only just lost it 1-0. You know, they did dominate the match, but we had 1 or 2 chances, and you just never know. If one of those had gone in, maybe we could have pulled out a draw out of that and taken it back to our place. But 65,000 people there, and I thought we gave a really good account of ourselves. Away against Blackpool, this was disappointing. Obviously, we just signed the left midfielder, Handley. He couldn't play against Blackpool, so he missed this one. And we played Cohen Durant on that left side. Just didn't really play very well. Didn't create much at all in that game. So that was frustrating. And then home against Luton, we did play quite well here, but didn't finish the chances we had. A very early goal from Peter Horny, the wonderfully named Slovakian, and that dropped us out of the playoff zone. But then we just picked up a couple of wins. Norwich away, Flint, Brace, Handley and Eflong with the goals, and Peterborough at home, Van Ryswick and Handley with a late goal there. So pretty pleased there. And we're coming here against Brentford. Problems we have, in addition to Leo being out, you can see, we probably can't see this, it's behind my head, Lewis Hughes is also out, the versatile defender, and Carlish. So here we go. We've got team that we're going with is as follows. We have Van Ryswick up top, Handley on the left, Durant on the right. Backline, Peters, Boyle, D and Harris. Actually, should we place... Oh, I don't know what we do. Should we place Samuel? Let's place Samuel there. He doesn't get many games. Team that we're going with is Van Ryswick up top, Handley on the left, Durant on the right in place of Leo, Flint, Land, Allen in the centre. Backline of Peters, Boyle, D and Samuel. McCall in goal. McCall is doing fabulously well. He's really, really improving. 25-year-old. He hardly got a game at Fulham, but what a performance. He did well when he was at Peterborough. I hadn't noticed that. Did well in League One for Wigan. So he's got pedigree in my mind. He had a little period where he was getting games for Fulham, but I think it did make a lot of sense for him to move and be number 1 somewhere. I think it's the perfect signing for us, really. Let's see how we do with this. I don't know whether we might be a little weak down the right side. It's the side that we are typically strong, but we're trying something down there. Durant, I'm hoping can be... Yeah, I'm hoping he can be effective. He had a good game last time out. Maybe this time. So here we see us down this right side, early doors. Samuel loses the ball almost immediately. That's not what we want. So we're definitely going to... Oh, here they go. Down the right. Ball in. We've cleared it. Oh, that was... I mean, McCall made a bit of a weird dive there. That wasn't great. So we've got the ball here. Flint into Van Ryswick. How did no one pick that up? This is slightly concerning, the way we started here. Passing is not as crisp and effective as it normally is. But here we got maybe a chance down this right side. It's all happening down this right side, not for a good reason. And Samuel loses out with a pass, and there's only one person back there. I mean, wow. How did they not make more of that chance? We're not seeing we're not seeing a chance for us at the minute. Land is injured in the centre. This is not ideal. Another player missing. Where do we go with this? What we've done is we pushed Allen into the box. The box rolled, and Southam has come on as the regista. This was always going to be one of the hardest games of the season. It's hard to do it without the attacking players, and certainly we've seen problems at right back here. Well, that's nicely done. Handley's picked up. We've not seen anything down this left side, and here we go. Here's Durant. Can he attack and maybe create something? Van Rijswijk. Oh, it sort of bounced off him rather than being a good chance, but there we go. It's better. Well, we finished off the half pretty well. We had a good few chances, as you can see, with the XG going up. So, they had a very, very strong period in the middle of that half, created some chances. We weathered the storm, and we're still in this match. It's 0-0. Both sides giving a decent effort. The question is, can we continue that momentum now as we finish the half off well? Here's Allen. Durant. Oh, he's tackled on the edge of the area and the goalkeeper makes the save. I do feel we look a little lightweight at the back. I mean, I don't know what the heck's going on with some of these passes or some of the decisions by players on the pitch. Well, Effiong is readying himself. Allen with a header, with a lovely free kick, and Southam just over the top. He got to it first. I think Effiong is going to come on for Van Rijswijk, who's been very, very quiet. Tim Hanley and likewise has been quiet. I think Harris is going to come on the right side to shore things up there. I don't think Samuel's done great, in all honesty. So he brought Hodgkiss on towards the end here, just trying to give us some more legs in the centre of midfield. Durant's had an okay game. Oh, and hit the bar again. It's the second time I think we've hit the bar. Effiong with a header. Unlucky. Ooh, 2 minutes to go. Oh, mama, is that a penalty? Handley goes down. We have the penalty. This is all on who is taking it. This is all on whoever this is. Allen. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a huge, huge goal. Now this game, we looked like we were out of it early doors. It was just Brentford. We held on and then have just sneaked it right at the end there with what a goal. What a fantastic performance. I mean, did we deserve it? Well, we got the penalty. It didn't look much, but I think it was. I'll take it. It certainly had some dodgy ones against us, but the timing of it was perfect. And a 2.46 xG versus 1.02. I mean, if you take the penalty out of that, it's going to be quite even. So maybe a 1-1 draw was about what was deserved out of this match if you take the penalty out of it. So very, very happy to get the win there, folks. Wow, what a huge, huge result that was. We move in just 2 points shy of Brentford. We're up into third place. Other results at the same time. Luton drew 3-3 with Fulham, so we go ahead of Luton. And Watford lost 3-2 against Derby, so thank you, Derby. So we are in a wonderful position now, and what a result that was. What an absolute result without Leo in the team, which is the most unbelievable thing. Right, let's go and have a look at the remaining fixtures. Yeah, I think this is somebody who has surprised everyone. He was, at the start of the season, very much a backup, but he's massive, 193 centimetres. He's an absolute beast. Heading is not very good, but he gets his head on the ball. And everything else he does incredibly well. So very, very happy with how Boyle has come in and done well. So these are the remaining matches. You can see you can see the end of the season now. It's not that far away. So we're well over halfway there. So what we'll probably do is come back somewhere in this area. Sunderland maybe at home, or maybe Huddersfield away. That feels like it might be the game to come back for, considering they're top of the league. That will be another real tough one. Question is, what will things be like at that point? Because we look outstanding at the minute. No one seems to be able to lay a glove on us. In Brentford did well. We weathered the storm and did fantastically well. And you can see how our players are doing in terms of these statistics here. Adam Flint, second in the league in terms of assists with 10. Leo and Boyle, second and third in terms of average rating. And Tom McCall, third in terms of clean sheets. Well, equal first in terms of clean sheets. So I think it's a very, very impressive thing. We don't have anyone in the top goal scorer charts. Van Rijswijk and Leo both on 9 goals, but we share the goals around. That's how we do it. We don't have a sort of top striker. You can see Adam Flint with 8 goals, Adam Land with 4, and then we got 2 for Effelong, 2 for Durant, 2 for Handley, 2 for Boyle, 2 for Allen. So there's a lot of goals that are shared around the team. Probably those 3 collecting the majority of them, but it means we've got a lot of threats from different places, not necessarily the player up top. And in fact, probably Van Rijswijk, he doesn't get the goals that he necessarily should do. I mean, he's a little bit higher than they are there, but you look at the XGs, we are playing probably slightly above what the XG says for each for us, which is great. Yeah, just generally really happy with the performance. I'm really happy with how things are going. So in the comments, let me know if you think we can continue this and get ourselves promoted, because that would be enormous, and that would allow us to unlock the next letter, and potentially we could think about, well, we would have a Premier League job, but we could think about moving to a bigger Premier League side, which would be massive. Could we finally get the Premier League title win that we are after? That's the goal. I think that was the goal. It's been a long time since we started this save, but that feels like a good goal. Looking at the Premier League in terms of teams that we could take over, obviously Arsenal, Chelsea are 2, and then looking a little lower down, we have Everton, Blackburn, Brighton. That is it for now. So not a huge amount of options. And the question is, if we did get promoted, and I know we're thinking way ahead, do we give Coventry a go in the Premier League? Would it be fascinating to see whether Coventry could use this approach to be competitive? I'm not sure they could, but it would be interesting to try. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. See you next time. Bye-bye.